Hi, I'm Paul Vunak, and welcome to Killer Instinct. What exactly is killer instinct? It is an emotion that comes out in you in a fight. It comes out at a particular range. This range is when you can hit uninterrupted. It's not the amount of facial contortions you make or how loud you yell or how loud you scream. That has nothing to do with winning a fight. Winning a fight is knowing when to turn it on and knowing when to turn it down. And there's different ranges that we do this. You have to be relaxed in long range. You've got to be moving around. It does you no good to have killer instinct in that range. Tightening up all the antagonistic muscles, you're slower. But once you get in to a point, we call this trapping range, where you can hit him and he can hit you, you have to turn it on. That has to click. And the more you can get that thing to click, the better you're going to do in a fight. And conversely, if you pull back out of trapping range, you've got to turn it back down again and relax. Kind of like a cheetah waiting in the bushes for his gazelle, waiting and having patience. No matter how hungry he is, he's going to have patience. But when he gets it, well, there's no stopping him. So we're going to try to show you killer instinct from as many possible vantage points as we can. Boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing. We're going to find common denominators to show you. And the common denominators, again, are the ability to turn it on and turn it off, clicking it on and off. The emotional content. This is the most important part. All right, stay with me. Now, in discussing killer instinct, the most important thing to you is controlling it. Being able to control it like a volume switch. And the key point there is the range that you're in. When you're in a position in which you can hit this person uninterrupted, meaning many times, that's when you turn on the killer instinct. Again, when you're out long range and you're moving around, you don't need the killer instinct. Dion, if we're out here, we're just kind of moving around. This is why I need to stay loose and light. But when I get in here, boom, this is when I have to turn it on. If for some reason we were to break back out again, I've got to turn it back off. So the key point in remembering about killer instinct is the range. If you're separated, you relax. If you're into trapping, you turn it up. If you go to the ground, then you go back to relaxing again. So again, we've got to fluctuate our emotional content. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to show you killer instinct just the way we would normally spar. I'm going to be out in long range. I'm going to move around. I'm going to break in to trapping range. We may go to the ground. On some rounds, we may not. And at the corner of your video, we're going to have a little meter. And this meter is going to fluctuate. And as it goes into the red, well, that's where the killer instinct comes on. As it goes back down into the green, that's when you cool down. On this section, we're going to give you 3 different vantage points. One will be our intensity graph. Then we're going to show you the same scene in slow motion, and then back to normal speed again. Notice in long range, what I'm trying to do is destroy or stop hit. Trying to always enter into trapping range and to turn it on. That's when we're going to end the fight. That's when I'm turning it on, going into trapping range. This is where the intensity is its highest. And if the range gets out, we would lower it again. In this scene again, you see relaxation out in long range, very much like the boxer move. At that point, turning it on, getting a headbutt in and breaking it back out. Each one of these destructions, or that jab we could have used if the pain were there and the helmet were not, we borrow that moment in time when the opponent's in pain to enter. That's when our graph goes to the moon.